silent hill, Ascension.
Welcome to Game-Geki, the show that is on the home stretch of Silent Hill Ascension. I'm DDK, just always by Silent Hill Ascension, as we finish off the last pre-show
But Eduardo,
of
it is almost
the last
time
Monday pre-show.
for our show. Can you believe that?
The last pre-show is on Wednesday.
Yeah, I can. No, like the thing is, our show is going to start very soon. We got about 1-2 minutes left, and how should I put it? Like, you know, we're just coming to the end. What else can I recap? You know, we're seeing it all coming up to.
We're all
here,
hardened.
I know a lot of you have been here since like the start, very near the start. You've like been through the thick and thin of it all.
Hardened.
You've seen the characters live and die.
I don't know what the word would be.
There's not much more to recap.
Lordings.
Like honestly, you got some scenes to enjoy, and all I want to do is to have you enjoy them. Now you'll also
Not
enjoy
really,
our company.
say any more than
We'll
that.
be in the post show, and of course, on Wednesday we'll be there. We will very much be there, trust me. But that said, we are a minute.
Ty there said it's all raining suffering.
Let's check out those scenes. Let's let our audience enjoy them. We'll see them
not
right
Ty.
after. So take care.
Ute. Yeah. Struggle to pronounce that. Let's bring that in. I do kind of wish the character creator was more in depth. I see a lot of these characters that look a hell of a lot like mine. You know, those ones don't. But I've seen my guy, more or less. Anyone with glasses. We are heading into the story block. Raina did have an endurance cameo, I suppose, yeah. It rings a bell. No cameo here. It's drama. Trying to shush. It's all shush now. It's rain and shush. Can I put a sticker in before we start? Nice. 1, 2, 3. Now I can have this sticker. So it's beginning.
Orson?
Orson's probably an actual monster by now. Several heads,
Orson.
the works.
Well, are you going to help me cook? Or just stand there?
Oh damn, another cameo from
Speak up, girl.
old Grandma
Get raised,
Johansson.
Goddamn mute. Where is he? That little Sutrakop is getting washed up for dinner. If you're going to continue being worthless here, I suggest you do the same.
She's gonna call Meta a fitter in a minute.
I'll just take him, and... We are going to sit down, together, as a family.
I get the impression she was a nasty piece of
Those
work,
people,
even when healthy.
they want to ruin our dinner. They want to ruin our family. Maggots. Eating away at the foundations of this family all these years. I can feel it, you know. The rot in this house. They
Well,
brought it
words
with
are
them
rot.
all those years
No,
ago.
deeds are rot.
With their harassment, their meddling, those vermin poisoned you against me.
They say if I give them Orson, they'll leave us be.
Don't be stupid. The only thing you can do with vermin is exterminate them.
I don't know if it's a good idea
What
to
are you
just
saying?
wantonly exterminate the
It's time
townspeople.
Orson got blood on his hands. Show this town who the Johanssons really are.
Blood? But
Orson,
I washed my hands.
Are you okay, Angel?
leave him. He's fine. Now go get your sister. Dinner is almost ready.
Mama. Right.
No, you
She's
stupid
fresh out
girl.
of sisters. Fresh out of mothers too.
The other one.
Yes, Mama.
In a dig up Eva or something. That sounds grim. Does she have even more sisters?
I didn't kill you. I tried to leave, and you wrapped your hands around my throat and squeezed until I went limp.
Oh, no, that was an
Why would I
entangler.
do
I
such
swear.
a thing? You tell me.
It was
The
pre-rendered and
Foundation
everything.
lied to me, and I let them. Even now, you're still lying to me, Rachel. No, Joy. I believed in what we were doing. I thought I was helping you. But now, I know. I let myself become pestilent in the name of purity. You see it now. But it's too late for me, Rachel.
Mommy?
You shouldn't be in here. It's not safe.
It's never safe in this room. People have done things in this room.
Rachel, it's time.
It's time for
Okay.
Ascension. So as the aspirant, it's her job to guide them. So just these 3 people that are going to make it out. Everyone else, screw 'em. Going out to the old patch where Carl buried his daughter. He's buried a lot of things out back. So look at this beautiful grave site. What is she doing anyway? Why is she feeling the need? I get that her mother is telling her to do this, but surely that's not good enough reason to be disturbing the dead.
Hey, Astrid.
Hey, Ava. Mama,
She's been
she
unlocked.
wanted me to come get you for dinner.
Was she mad when she found out what I did?
Yeah,
I just wish I wasn't afraid all the time. That day, the day Mama had hit me so hard, I couldn't see out of one of my eyes. Mama's abuse, Papa's passivity. I have to take a stand, Astrid. She won't like it, but I have to do this.
Ava, I'm sorry.
I know.
It's kind of reminiscent of Shattered Memories, where you're helping all the ghosts resolve their unfinished business. Those were some buried wounds. And that concludes today's story block. That's pretty much immune at this point. Valtiel 85 will be assisting us on today's Endor. Follow this around with my fan. I should get extra points. Follow the fan around with my mouse, I should say.
What is that?
I reckon with each time a character's in AGO, they should speak more and more at the stuff and question it more. It's more terrifying for Astrid because she's never seen this laundromat before. That was an accent, not perfect, but I'll take it. I was a very forgiving round. Those clicks were kind of off a bit. Ah, Valtius. You're dead, son. I wonder how much Endure stuff got made but just didn't get used. Because like time constraints. Couldn't quite polish it and all that. I don't quite know what that was. Speaking of couldn't quite polish. Come on now, tap, 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 tap. Seeing red. Oh, let's see. All of their fate. Well, I mean, no one's gonna do anything other than redemption now, are they? Redemption Wales, have it.
Oh my god.
Too many zombies that way. You'd be damned if you ended up being selected with damnation. There's no other way about it. Running into a lift seems to be the way to escape these monsters in pretty much all cases. No dogs in the elevator. Punch her with their heads. Nice. There's a sticker of the double-bodied monstrous things in the ceiling. Didn't expect a comeback of the triangle. Yeah, we could have altered that fate. The first time all season, that was real buggy for me. Johnny Zombie Boy suffering with the bugged out Endure. Probably some weird internet thing. And there's a picture of Astrid tapping her head with the knowledge there. All I can say about that is...
Clever girl.
Clever girl. Hospitals are a classic. They keep them clean.
Welcome back, everybody. We're in the Silent Hill Ascension post-show. The last time I guess we have one of these, Layla, before it is, I mean, quite literally post-show.
Riddled with evil.
Now, very briefly, because we're going to definitely dive into those Astrid scenes. We saw the decision with Rachel and Joy kind of come to its conclusion there.
Yeah, and Joy did not take super kindly to what Rachel had to say, right? You're still lying to me, is what she said. Man, if we're to believe Joy, she did like a not manslaughter, right? Not like, oh.
The reason it was riddled with evil is because all the clothes soiled, Morgy gear.
We did like a murder. So much to think about, much to process.
Yes. But we'll let the audience
Laundromat
not have to explain anything for them
has
now.
been
I mean, no, jokes aside, we really should have the video that premieres today, have production put that up in our background.
Morgy gear for decades.
So, you know, there's a lot of death, murder, other things that are dark.
In fact, if I specify it even further,
that makes sense. But there's no one I would classify truly as a villain, with the exception.
Damn it, I got blocked.
Of Ingrid.
That's too much.
Because, dear Lord,
too harsh a word.
like, she is something
because
else.
I used like some combination of the word hole in it.
Yeah, even
You have to
even
explain
in death,
everything
right,
for us.
She still very much haunts the Johansson family, and that unsettling. What is she chopping?
Oh,
What
yeah.
is Chef Ingrid chopping? That is unsettling
It was
to know that that
used
woman
to
is standing there
clean
holding a knife and
all
knows how to
the
use it.
Morgy
Right?
gear.
It's not that she's just there
That
standing
was
there holding
actually-
a knife and like clumsily
Mergy.
Kendall and or Kylie Jenner.
gotta
chopping
spell
a
it right
cucumber.
so
I
it
forget
doesn't
which one of them was bad at
block
the
it.
cucumber thing.
I'm pretty sure
But
Morgy's
very
okay
much
though.
like chef, chefing it up over there, Iron Chef Ingrid. I would be unsettled. I would think she could throw that thing at me at any second. And that's even before all the things that she says with her mouth.
I have to like
which were worse.
tokenize
Yeah.
everything I
No, 'cause,
say.
like, Astrid's asking about Orson, and she's like, "Oh, this is way worse." Like one of the lines I remember from her is, "Vermin poisoned you against me." No, Ingrid, you covered the poisoning. I don't think you needed external help. You did a good job on your own.
Yeah, she really doubled down on the attitude, right? There's no point in which Ingrid stops to self-reflect and goes, maybe I'm being a little harsh on my daughters. Maybe there's something to correct. No, it's that they're weak and they suck and everything is their fault and they're ungrateful.
It's the children
And on
who
one
are
hand, I
wrong.
appreciate the commitment. On the other hand, her commitment to the bit did get a bunch of people killed. So
Yeah, no, we talked about it a lot. Like, a lot of the audience members were happy that Astrid got to push back against her. Like, they're wondering why she was dust. Like, this is not an easy situation to deal with for Astrid. As far like, she had to deal essentially with that growing up with
She's so
Ingrid,
evil.
having her sister suffer under her, and seeing
Back
it. Oh,
from
by the
the
way, I
grave.
love this. Where like she says like Orson has to start being violent too, and Orson's like, "What? But I just washed my hands." He's like a kid, right? He's like, "No, I don't
That's
want blood on my hands.
dedication.
Just wash them. Come on." I feel you,
and
Orson. Like,
if you're that short, it's a lot of work to get up there, wash your hands. There's a whole stool and process involved. So I do
yeah,
feel
blood
that.
is sticky. It's hard to get off. Like, I get
It's
Orson.
so
Like, you know what? I'm on Orson's side on this one. Chopper's got it right.
Chopper's got it right. Blood is sticky and stinky and gross.
Little
It's hard to
chomper,
get
yeah.
off. You gotta get a stool, and then you get it, and then when you're trying to wash it off, you get it all over the place because you're touching things while you're bleeding. It's I've had a lot of X-Acto knife accidents in my crafting days, so this is all from experience.
Yeah, we should definitely talk about the shovel after, but right now we're going to have the decision opening today. it's Astrid's final fate decision. I hope like I didn't spoil it for anybody. I think it was kind of obvious that was coming either today or tomorrow, given the timelines involved. But that's going to be up on screen from production.
I thought.
Let's walk through Astrid's final fate.
What
Astrid
will Astrid do about the townspeople demanding
would live
Orson?
forever.
This is the final fate.
This is a final
A,
fate
have
question
Orson
for
attack
Astrid.
them, B, flee with Orson, or C, defend Orson from the townsfolk.
We're kind of at this
it's
point
up
now
to you,
where
audience.
I should probably
Here we
start
go.
spending my 65k.
Which I have a feeling. Can I speculate a little bit on our audience here? Given that the flee with Orson option doesn't specify flee with Orson and also my new wife, I think that one maybe probably has a low probability of winning.
If it was like
What
flee with
has to do about
Orson
townspeople
and
demanding
Detective
Orson?
Hagen, I don't think there would be anything
Have
you or
Orson
me could
attack
do
them.
to stop
No.
that being the winning decision.
I think the audience would want that so hard they would will that family into our flesh world and then take them off to Bergen. I think that's what would happen.
I
Need
already
to,
know
have
the
Orson
first
attack.
fanfic that'll be
And
written
no
will be
chance
one
of this
this
winning,
final fate
but,
decision
you know,
written with Endo
Orson
Lily on
needs
one
to
of them.
attack.
And
Easy done. Easy work.
No. That's in the description.
Attack.
The title has to be the lyrics from a pop punk song or like an indie song that only a very select subset of people have heard, all in lowercase.
All in lowercase. Okay, yeah, sorry. I don't have that attention to detail, so that's why you're the expert here.
To wait
Logan.
for
You
this,
let us know what's up.
rally to run out,
and you're gonna let
so
us know
I
what's
can
up
rally
with
on
the
this
Norway
one.
story. We had it, but we're gonna talk about the shovel. So let's just go through this stuff because we want to talk about that shovel very clearly.
Listen, there's a shovel somewhere in that kitchen, and Ingrid found it. But
My only
let's
claim
bring
to
up the
fame
slide
with
up,
shovels is that I
for-
once
for Norway. Let's go through it.
used the
Ashton
shovel
and
to
Rachel
break
meet
a,
again in the other world where
Captain
Zane
Scarlet
talks to them
figure.
about their chilling.
He was he
Astrid
did not
takes it down
survive.
hostile townspeople who demand she give them Orson, and then Astrid decides
And,
what to say to detect relationship.
That was it for
Is
Captain
the
Scarlet.
future, separation? Likely not. Likely not, Lions. You could still surprise me, but I don't think so. And now we've seen Astrid obviously start to face down the specter of her mother, in which there is a shovel.
Yeah, and we learn more about Eva as well.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, as people said, wow, yeah, graveyard backyard graveyard. Not something that most people put into their homes. I don't think it's good for property values, so to speak. Maybe not, renters associations might frown upon that kind of activity. But,
Carl
it's
thought it
public
was a
space
good
to grow some
idea.
food. So,
He's buried.
no, kidding aside,
Tons.
that was definitely a really dark scene.
It was super dark. You did remind me of that. Well, I live near a graveyard, which is not uncommon. The town I live in is mostly graveyards, and my neighborhood is actively haunted. I don't know if I ever told
Is
you
it
that
also
yet.
foggy where you live by any
Yeah.
chance?
It is super foggy, and I've seen a ghost. So
Was there a what was the event called?
property values are still escalating. So I don't know. I think the Johansson farm is fine in the year of our Lord, whenever this takes place in. But yeah, man, we're back to Ava, and
If the
in
withering
quite
was
a
there,
dark
it would have
way,
taken
finding
its
out-
toll.
We knew she was gone for 15 years. We didn't know she was gone and chilling. Someone in the chat pointed out that spot where she's buried is where her and Carl met up one of the first times too. So like, quite the ghost zone.
Yeah,
The real
no, I
ghost
mean,
zone.
The
The real Ghostbusters zone.
Like when Eva's like talking about what Ingrid did to her is pretty.
All right.
That's pretty brutal, honestly. Just
Whoa, we
Let's
don't know.
see if I
we don't
can
quite
rally
know
this situation.
what- we know about the abuse in life,
see
right?
my
Getting
account.
hit so hard you can't see out of one eye. But what we don't know is how that story came to a bitter end. So
well, we
I
got some
am-
days.
yeah,
Try and refresh the page.
yeah. Tay says, "Great, now we're gonna get goat ghosts. I would love a goat ghost. I think that would be fun, honestly.
I
I
can't
think,
rally that.
if I was
Don't know why.
presented with the smorgasbord of specters and
so
scenes
someone's
so
joined
far,
for
which
me.
is, like,
Excellent.
abusive moms and dead
Here we
sisters
go.
and such. I think a goat would be like a nice, fresh,
It's important.
release from
It's a
all
final
that.
fate question
Yeah.
for Astrid.
But let's
So,
get to a place where there definitely are no goats, either animal
greatest place
or
to
the
spend
second
my
kind, Pennsylvania,
hard-earned IP.
in our story. I'm sure.
Oh, you don't
Pennsylvania
know
proper has.
Pennsylvania all that well if you think there's no
It could
goats down there. It's
rain.
all goats, baby. Oh, all right. In Pennsylvania, Rachel is visited by one of Faith's followers who reveals an alternative to Ascension. Rachel learns that the Heralds could have been right about
spend it
everything
in larger
and goes to the
capacities.
Foundation searching for Krista,
Max.
but encounters someone she wasn't expecting. Ooh.
There you go. That's
No,
seemingly
seriously.
done nothing. Moved. Oh, there it goes.
Joy has not been really joyful.
My
whether with
effort
her
has
brother or-
pushed that all the way up to
you know what,
first.
Actually, I agree with the take with
my
Rachel.
insane
with her brother,
need
she could have been a bit
for
more gentle
violence.
about the whole thing. Toby,
It's on now.
Rachel, different context, I would say, given what happened.
Rachel could take
go and
a
claim
couple
all
of
these
verbal
prizes.
Slings, I think, all things considered.
Get
you
some
know,
more
her
points
reaction
that I can
to,
feed back into Orson's
the
violence.
steel mill accident was to join and proliferate the mission of a cult.
I got most of them.
So I too would
Awesome.
be mad. If my
Get attacking.
willpower could haunt somebody who killed me, I would also be mean to them.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Like, no, it's fair. Honestly, I don't think we have more to say. Like, the big thing with Rachel, right, is like, obviously we had a huge reveal scene with Astrid today, but Rachel still has it's kind of like a mystery, right? She has to figure out which dark ritual in these pages to go for,
Awesome.
and that's not an easy choice.
It's
'cause if she
time
gets it
to
wrong,
feed.
probably
Attack.
very long-lasting consequences.
What about a light ritual? We considered like a chill ritual, like a cool
Said that in
ritual,
the
like
chat.
a vibes ritual. Why is a ritual always gotta be dark? Maybe Pennsylvania could benefit from like a relaxation ritual, a self-care ritual.
Right, so now I need to
You
flip
know?
these round
Yeah, they
and
had the
get
wrong
to work
people
on
for
the
that.
old
That's the problem.
mini
Should have
games.
got me. Should have hired me. I would have started a much cooler cult.
Yeah, and you get to benefit from that brownstone. What's not to love?
What's not
We're
to
gonna have
love?
production put that up
Yeah.
on screen. The ones from
Well,
last
you know,
week. Very much redemption, but again, they were hidden. You just found the redemption option. Those are up on screen. Layla.
It's because we are
Redemption
master
bloodhounds.
redeemers.
What will Eric do about
What can we
Rachel's
say?
plan? Y'all said warm the victims. 'Twas redemption.
You can tell I've not
How
played
will
this one a
Astrid
lot.
explain
That's
Brit's
because
fate
it's
to
symbols.
Mills? I failed my sister.
Symbols.
Redemption.
Ugh.
And then how will Rachel react to Krista's olive branch? Bury that hatchet. And that was what? A redemption.
Yeah, the hatchet's gone.
In a manner of
Buried.
speaking,
I like that
we've
shot.
proven that
Probably
we're
just
just
dropped.
natural redemption
Different
whales.
side. But one thing, and I guess here, right, there were 4 decisions last week, and the last one was how will Astrid reply to the stranger, and we will work towards earning that privilege. Was by far and away the winner was, I think, close. I think it was like 66%. It was a huge amount. Because I think one of the things here about these decisions from last week is kind of putting the curtain on 2 important characters, right? Eric and on Brit, right? And
Sweet.
it's kind of like, in a way, like the audience. You
There we
chose
go.
Final
That'd be
Fate.
much
You chose
easier
for
now.
Eric to kind of do one last small heroic thing in a life that has had very barely anything of any heroics, except when it came to the daughter. Brit, honestly, I think was like kind of I look at the decisions that the audience made, and it was like the one character that coercively, no matter what, the audience was always on the side of. Like, out of any character, Brit just started here, and everybody wanted to keep her here. Even people were like, yeah, I want to see Rachel die in this situation, etc. No, Brit never.
Brit was always a hit.
Yeah, no, you're completely correct. Brit was the star and the favorite straight away, and then
Shame that she
Pennsylvania
kind
was
of
funny, 'cause I feel like Norway
wandered
really
off. She had no
captivated
real
girls' hearts and
bearing
attentions.
on the true end of this
Very
tale.
quickly, right? We saw a lot of sympathy. But
She wasn't a
lots of
main
sympathy
character-
for
a main
Brit,
character.
For Astrid, for not Nils, but Nils. That wasn't for any reason other than Nils is a podcaster, and listen, as a podcaster, I get it. And then in Pennsylvania, I feel like there was more of a
Damn
journey. At
podcast.
first, we did like Rachel, but we liked Eric. And then at some point, the wires kind of crossed. And then people liked Rachel that didn't like Eric. And then we saw Eric meet a pretty unfortunate end. So, very interesting to watch those dynamics kind of fluctuate over here.
You can't trust the people.
That's actually true. The more you
Full
might
of
have
lies.
saved Rachel.
The more you might have saved Rachel.
That because after all, they were more sympathetic to Rachel post-Morgie. So if you didn't like Rachel, anyways, that's to decide.
It was possibly
we had a
Margie.
decision, of course, opening
But it
today
was
because we're
probably
not
also
talking
that
about Shovel
thing
again.
about that conversation they
This
had
is
where
coming back. Let's read it one last time because it's
they had
Ash's
like
final
awkward,
fate.
What will
you know,
Asher do
relations
about
with
the
their marriage, and
demanding Orson? This is a
that she was
final
implied that she was kind of coerced into having a baby.
She'll have Orson attack them. A hysterical visual. Flee with Orson
quite sure
to
on that,
defend
but
Orson from the town.
seems to be the way people have interpreted it
Is that
anyway.
with violence? Who's to say?
So if Orson attacks them, do you think it's with the Immolator or Chompers? Like which one? Both
No,
maybe?
I want
Yeah,
I want
good
teeth,
point.
teeth,
Orson will
teeth,
easily
teeth.
squash
I
him.
want that. I want bites. I want him to go like those snarlers went. I want 3 days of Turbo being chomped on. by
He'll
Orson.
send in monsters,
No, that's totally fair. Like,
but also
just, yeah, why not? Let's just have some fun with that. It's just like, yeah, people comparing Orson to the chain chomper Marcus.
I know it's good. It's good.
It's a good combination after all. Like, basically unleash him on the. No, but like it's a decision that comes in every mother's life. Do you let your child bite others unimpeded, or do you kind of tell them, look, here's an apple.
excellent 3 stars finally
Maybe
after
one of
like
those,
10
chew toys
billion
that I
years.
use for my Invisalign. Yeah, that's what they make you do. But Eduardo, I think we have something coming up. A very special.
Yeah,
very
we
special
can,
slide.
let's do that. So, so for the audience, for everything that revolves around the story, we'll do a recap after this. But essentially, as you know, the canon run is coming on Wednesday, but it's not the end of our time together. So we're gonna talk about the what if show. So we had a lot.
What
Jacob
if?
coming up. The slide's gonna come up. Layla, you'll read that, and I'm gonna give you a lot of details. So strap in. If you have a drink, enjoy it.
So the What If show starts on Monday, the 29th of April at our usual time at 5:40 p.m.
Yeah, so it
Pacific
looks like the
time.
What's Ifs
There will be a video premiere each
for this
Monday,
run.
and decisions will renew each week. And a little secret, audience, the 29th may or may not be my last show. So a link, you'll find out more about that on Wednesday. Eduardo, take it away.
Yes.
That's when they're
if
doing
that
them.
wasn't enough reason to come on the 29, you definitely should.
Got Mondays
yeah, no,
though.
we're seeing the
Don't know,
goodbyes
man.
as well from the audience. So I want to give you some time, Lila, there, but yes, please, audience, come on. You won't want to miss that moment. Now, let's go into what if is. Jacob has come on a few times and explained it. The main thing, right, is the what if show is essentially the show. We're gonna be on. We're gonna show the scenes. We're premiering the scenes. So the thing is, like, you do get to see the scenes later, but on Mondays, what you get is to hang out with your lovely hosts. You get to hang out essentially as well with the rest of you, because I'm sure, we'll treat it as a book club, right? It's like, or a watch party. We're all together each Monday. We're gonna have a lovely time together. So do come to that.
Excellent.
But if you can't make it
3
on
stars.
Monday, you'll get to see those scenes. Now, so now I had to prepare like a recorded message and all that. So I have this huge script. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through some of these highlights for you, the audience, so that we kind of go through this. So essentially, you all did Silent Hill Ascension. Like, you, the audience, made the thing. Like, we're finishing on the canon run on Wednesday, but you
Fish up a
created
big
the
old
story behind it.
diffused fish.
When we do What If, that storyline is done. What we do in What If, essentially, is that we're going to give you a glimpse of the scenes that didn't get a chance to air, give you a fuller view of how the story has gone. But really, this is similar to DVD extras, and I know because of our age rating that most of you do actually know what that is.
Yes, DVDs.
Which is something tragic
one.
that I have to specify. At all that's some people might start not to know what that a DVD extra is. But essentially, again, bonus scenes. The story and the canon are locked, so it's not a story reset. But we did so many video scenes, and we'd love for you to see them. And you do deserve a little treat for being with us. Now, Fate and Hope, they won't be in effect during What If. What we're going to do is we're going to give you the alternative takes without it being needed. What we're going to do, again, low hope, we're going to shoot the high hope outcome, vice versa. The Fate outcomes will be like based on the most points. It'll be on a per decision basis, essentially. What's going to happen is you're going to see in these alternative outcomes, well, most options are at free, right? So you'll get the choice between two. For the ones with, now you'll see the decisions that had a binary choice left with one. The reason those are up is that we want to use this as an opportunity for you to get those moments for those choices you might have
done and
missed.
dusted.
So as long as you put the minimum amount of influence points in any decision, you get the moment. So if you see one with just one choice, it's there for exactly that reason. It's for you to just put, whatever the minimum is and collect that moment if you haven't had a chance to. What we'll do for the week is essentially we're going to make them available for a full week. So
You can see that they fought back, rallied against the violence, extraordinary violence of us.
So
This is terrible news.
A daily thing, you'll kind of get it. For the week, here's the
But I'll put the remaining points in.
And what we do on Mondays is we're premiere. So again, they'll be with us. And then the playlist of winning extra scenes will be made available right after. So now the
spend loads and loads of money.
The canon run is going to do things. So you're all here. I don't have to do a spoiler alert. Rachel loses her eye. Rachel will always have lost her eye, even in What If, but the scene where she loses her eye will be a different thing. So you'll see either, I believe it's Burn the Book or Eric losing the eye. So you'll see one of those two. But later on, Rachel will have lost her eye. So don't worry, fans of Rayclops, you're well served. But the idea, again, is, that's part of the canon, so that's essentially, again, what is meant with extra scenes compared to resetting the story. Another thing, Carl and Eva, right? Carl takes the gun. Well, in this alternative ending,
will never die.
But we will refer to Carl giving her the gun. After all, he always gives her the gun. Okay, and then some details for all of you, because I know some of you are very detailed oriented. Will want this, so the details totals will come back as they were. They won't be reset. So if an option had 5 million influence points, the other one had 3 million. You'll start at that rather than 0. Puzzles.
That means Arsenal attack them at the very end of the What If sequence.
You'll get to enjoy a lot more of them. Just hope won't be effective, of course. Cameos will be as is, but we won't see the Endure cameos because there were no Endure streams. But if you'll get to see our audience members die yet again, over and over again, which is
what a joy!
And last detail, the leaderboard will not change during What If. So if you are at the top, congrats, King, Queen, or non-binary. What would be a good alternative, Layla, for
just Monarch. Congrats, Monarchs.
Monarch's good. Excellent. You'll be left as Monarch.
You'll hit those dogs on the next time round, right, Turbo?
Out of all this, honestly, and this is from the team, we really enjoyed making these extra scenes. It was important to us to make it so that you got to see the story as you decided, and we hope that you enjoyed getting access to those additional scenes that didn't get to air, essentially. And then you get that deeper insight into the story of Silent Hill Ascension. So the thing is, though, that story that you made, that we all made together during the live,
I prefer God.
That one is written by you. That's the one that you're going to live with forevermore. All right. Well, that's the end of my script. No, but I'll honestly enjoy watching with you, the audience, hanging out on Mondays. So it'll be a good time. Do come on. There might be another host. We'll see how things hash out. But you'll get to hang out with us and do that regularly on Monday. You'll get to hang out with, the other people who are here and get to see some bonus scenes. So
yeah, Mondays are just not out of the question.
Absolutely. Thank you for that breakdown
not
of What If, Eduardo.
Just not possible for me.
I want to give a huge special kudos shout to our cinematics team. I will do a more detailed one when they're actually watching this Wednesday. But truly, our teams are incredible. They've been a joy to work with as a producer, and I'm super happy to have done that. Eduardo, we are coming to the end of our show. There was some speculation in the chat as to what my brooch is. I'd like to solve that mystery for you all, chat. I don't know if you can see. It is a little hamster
closely.
hanging on a branch of blackberries. It's very cute. Unfortunately, I do not have an Ascension pin, but if you tweet at Jacob enough, maybe don't do that. That's all jokes. But hey, we are
made
coming
the
up on some
March, the
final
most
phase.
glorious
We are coming up
troll.
towards the
Yeah, you're
end
right.
of the canon run of Silent Hill Ascension. Eduardo, it has been what a 6 months it has been. Thank you, audience, very much. We will see you all once again on Wednesday, so don't you worry. But for now, production, if you wouldn't mind, for the run of show one more time. 5:40 p.m. Pacific. That's when the pre-show starts next week. You don't want to miss it. 6 o'clock Pacific is when Ascension starts today, tomorrow, and Wednesday is the canon run. And then you'll come right back to us for the post-show. It'll be a thrill and a jam and a very good time. So please come hang out with us. We've loved having you, and we've loved being here. So with that said, Eduardo, any final thoughts?
Well, I'll do the classic sign off, as a throwback. I guess I could keep that for the last show. I think I'll keep that a nice little throwback close for the last show for all of you. But Layla and myself will be back. We'll try to also sneak somebody extra on board. We're gonna have a great time.
I love that you're this on it. Manifesting this while we're live.
Gone off mic there.
Yes. But no, honestly, audience, you won't want to miss Wednesday. We'll have some scenes tomorrow as usual, 6 p.m. Pacific. Wednesday is going to be the canon run. You don't want to miss it. We didn't change the time for you, so it's 5:40 p.m. Pacific. And I know that if you live in certain parts of the world, that's a rough time for a lot of you. But the fact that you're up at that time and watching live is honestly incredible. And we're looking forward to your company wherever you are around the world. Honestly, it's been a delight being with you all these evenings. So please do look forward to kind of how the story comes to its conclusion here. For tonight, I was with Layla. You were the lovely audience.
3:40 well, now, I suppose.
Take care. We'll see you for our grand show on Wednesday. Bye.
See you Wednesday, guys. And I'll see all of you Wednesday too. Well, actually, I'll see you all tomorrow for more Silent Hill Ascension. And technically it'll be like Thursday because of the way all is timed. So, yeah. I'll see you all Thursday. GG. Silence. Yeah. Screw it. Just leave it. That's fine. It's fine. Totally intentional.